After being diagnosed with broken heart syndrome, Taylor found herself at a crucial turning point, emotionally and physically, which led her to spend more time with Ridge. This condition, known to manifest in moments of severe emotional stress, brought to the surface the unresolved feelings and unhealed emotional wounds that Taylor had long carried. Ridge, a figure central to much of her emotional turmoil over the years, naturally found himself by her side during this challenging time, allowing them both to reflect on their complex relationship. The diagnosis served as a wake-up call for Taylor and Ridge, both of whom have weathered countless storms together. Their shared history, full of passion, heartbreak, and rekindled romance, began to resurface as they navigated Taylor's health crisis. Ridge, known for being caught between Taylor and Brooke for years, seemed to approach this time with Taylor with a sense of care and tenderness, perhaps realizing the depth of their connection in a way he hadn't before. The vulnerability Taylor exhibited during her recovery process opened a door for the two of them to explore their lingering feelings, creating space for deep, meaningful conversations about their past, present, and future. As Taylor recuperated, she and Ridge spent more time together than they had in recent memory. There was a sense of inevitability in their interactions, a pull that neither could deny. Ridge, who had often struggled to choose between the two most significant women in his life, appeared more grounded in his time with Taylor, perhaps seeing her in a new light as they faced her health challenges together. Taylor, always resilient but emotionally scarred by her tumultuous history with Ridge, found a sense of peace in his company that she hadn't expected. The diagnosis, while frightening, seemed to act as a catalyst for healing old wounds between them. While Taylor and Ridge's renewed connection took center stage, another pair was growing closer in the background: Carter and Hope. Both individuals had endured their share of heartbreak and emotional struggles in recent years. Hope, having dealt with the ups and downs of her relationship with Liam, found in Carter someone who understood her need for stability and emotional support. Carter, who had been through his own romantic turmoil, including failed engagements and unfulfilled relationships, seemed to offer Hope the steady presence she had been craving. Their bond developed gradually, beginning with simple conversations about their shared experiences. What started as casual, friendly interactions soon deepened into something more meaningful as they found solace in each other's company. Hope, still processing the complications of her relationship with Liam, appreciated Carter's calm, thoughtful nature, which stood in stark contrast to the emotional roller coaster she had experienced with Liam. For Carter, Hope represented a fresh start, a chance to connect with someone who, like him, was seeking stability and mutual understanding, rather than drama and uncertainty. As Carter and Hope spent more time together, their chemistry became undeniable. There was an ease to their relationship, one that didn't involve the emotional baggage or complicated history that often defined other relationships in their circle. They found joy in each other's company, building a connection rooted in trust and mutual respect. Hope, who had spent so much of her recent past consumed by her love for Liam, began to see the possibility of a different kind of relationship, one that offered her the security and emotional steadiness she had been missing. While Taylor and Ridge's relationship was deeply rooted in their shared history and the emotional intensity that came with it, Carter and Hope's budding connection seemed to be a breath of fresh air, free from the weight of past mistakes and complicated entanglements. As Taylor and Ridge revisited old feelings and worked through the layers of their complicated dynamic, Carter and Hope were forging something new, an uncharted path that felt exciting yet grounded. The juxtaposition of these two evolving relationships highlighted the different ways people cope with emotional pain and how love can offer a path to healing. Taylor and Ridge, with their story past, were learning to move forward by revisiting the past and finding closure where it had long been absent. Their time together during Taylor's recovery brought a sense of resolution to some of the emotional turmoil that had plagued their relationship for years. Though their future was still uncertain, there was a growing sense that they were both ready to face whatever came next together. On the other hand, Carter and Hope's relationship symbolized the possibility of new beginnings. Both had been hurt in the past, but instead of allowing their previous experiences to dictate their future, they were choosing to build something new. Something that felt more stable and less fraught with the emotional highs and lows that had defined their past relationships. Their growing closeness suggested that both were ready to leave behind the chaos of their previous romances and embrace a future that offered peace and emotional security. As these two relationships unfolded simultaneously, the emotional landscape of their lives shifted. Taylor and Ridge, bound by years of history and intense emotions, seemed to be coming to terms with the fact that their connection, while complicated, was still very much alive. Ridge, in particular, appeared to be more introspective, perhaps realizing that his constant back and forth between Taylor and Brooke had taken a toll on all involved. With Taylor's health scare acting as a reminder of life's fragility, there was a sense that he might finally be ready to make a decision about where his heart truly lay. Meanwhile, Carter and Hope were navigating uncharted territory, cautiously optimistic about the potential of their relationship. Their bond was growing stronger with each passing day, and it became clear that they both saw in each other the possibility of something lasting. Hope, who had spent years feeling torn between her love for Liam and the emotional turmoil that came with it, seemed to find a sense of peace with Carter, a man who could offer her the emotional stability she had long been seeking. As both relationships continued to evolve, it became clear that love, in its many forms, was a powerful force in their lives. Whether it was the rekindling of an old flame or the blossoming of something new, each relationship represented a different facet of the emotional spectrum, from healing old wounds to embracing new possibilities. For Taylor and Ridge, their time together during her recovery opened the door to the possibility of a future they had long thought might be out of reach. For Carter and Hope, their growing closeness suggested that love, when built on a foundation of trust and mutual respect, could offer a fresh start, one that both had been longing for. In the end, whether revisiting the past or looking forward to the future, each relationship illustrated the complexities of love and the power it holds to heal, comfort, and bring people together in times of emotional and physical hardship.